We are going to America's finest city. Did I pique your interest? Juan Soto, not a free agent, but his future uncertain. And JP Morosi joining us to talk about him. Yesterday, JP, we established Juan Soto is good as gone from San Diego. Give me the top 3 teams he could end up with in 2024.
Goodness, Juan Soto, here we go.
Go.
I would say the Chicago Cubs,
Okay.
the New York Yankees, and the Seattle Mariners. That's my quick response on where Juan Soto could land. And Lauren, I have this to share with you. If he does move on, then the Padres have someone who I believe is ready to play every day at the major league level. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to produce like Juan Soto, at least not right away, but Jacob Morosi, the MVP of the Arizona Fall League, a lefty bat, tremendous athlete. Look at that swing and the power, Harold. And Matty V and Harold, can I tell you this much? He is from the same state from which our amazing segment with True Hall of Famers came from. Check that out right in the middle of your screen. Central Michigan University. Fire up, Chips. Allen Park High School. Again, 22 years old. Great all-around athlete. Harold, I love that swing, and it just so happens that he is from the greatest state of all, that being Michigan.
JP, you flipped the pictures around today.
What do you mean?
That's my takeaway.
I did. Thank you very much. Now, that is a keen scouting eye. I integrated a bit more of Elena and Lulu's work to the pictures behind me. There you see it. Lulu over my left shoulder. We've got a unicorn with a rainbow coming out of her spire there. So we're very, very excited about that.
You know what? I will reiterate something that we were told by Dusty Baker, much to the delight of JP Morosi during the year. And I think you were in the room, JP, when Dusty said, if I were to pick one state in the country for guys that I'd like to go to war with, it would be Michigan. And you should have seen the look on JP's face.
Oh,
and Dusty wasn't even playing to the room. I don't even think he knew that JP, he's the only guy that doesn't know JP's a Michigander. And JP was like, and then Dusty went on to list all the guys, Kirk Gibson, Bob Welch, like he went on and on and on with all these Michiganders. So anyway, to your point, let's continue. Good stuff.
You gave us that Padres graphic just to get in the hometown. Hey,
Yes.
let me look elsewhere because we talked about the Yankees elsewhere in the East. Every season, I feel like, JP, you and I have a conversation about the Rays and us underestimating them in June and July. We thought, how silly are we? How close will that roster look to last season coming up this year?
Lauren, it's an excellent question. And a couple of things I'll say. First and foremost, the Rays are among the most active teams in baseball right now with trade talks, especially ahead of today's 6 p.m. Eastern time Rule 5 protection deadline. Now, that may not sound like it's the most exciting thing in the world, but it does stimulate a ton of trade talk. Now, Yandy Diaz in the middle of your screen, I think the Mariners would love to have him. And Harold, we've talked before about how the Mariners want to get guys that have a really good knowledge of the strike zone and can hit for some power. Yandy Diaz does those things. I think, though, he is someone that the Rays want to keep. Manuel Margot, Tyler Glasnow are more available, and I was told that there are actually 5 or 6 different teams that have been calling the Rays in recent days on Manuel Margot. Now, you look at his full season numbers, they're not terribly exciting, but think about this. He can play center field for you, he can play right field for you, and when he came back from the injured list in the middle of September, he put together a phenomenal close to the year with a better than 800 OPS. So buy him while he's hot right now. Tyler Glasnow, we know how promising he is and how dominant he can be when he is in form and healthy. And yet he's getting it to these levels of where his earnings are. And we know this, that when the Rays look at players and their salaries creep upward, they tend to move on. And I think that Tyler Glasnow, for that reason, Lauren, is out there and available today and this week.
I mean, you're talking about big names instrumental to their success. Harold was jumping in when you said, Tyler, what'd you say?
Tyler Glasnow all day long. I mean, if he's available, I'm in.
You know what? Might be speaking out of school here. I think he was available last year.
What would
I think his name got kicked around during the deadline last year without anybody knowing it.
Well, I mean, with those injuries to that pitching staff, Drew Rasmussen, and I mean, how would they have existed without him?
I think they did. I think it was out there. I have no basis for that at all. That's just my spider sense tingling.
Gracious. JP, thank you so much. We talked too much. We're out of time for the next topics. shocking.
Tomorrow, mañana. We're here all week, Lauren. We're here all week.
We are. Well, some of us are.